It's a beautiful day out. My son Kyle and I are about to go golfing, so I'm warming up. You know, if you're a golfer, or if you know a golfer, I'll bet you've heard some of these things before. When my back gets really sore after I'm playing, or boy, my shoulder really bugs me. Or how about this one? Boy, my game's just not where I'd like it to be. Or how about this one? It always takes me a few holes to warm up. My name is Mike Naprella. I'm a physical therapist with Peak Performance Physical Therapy and Sports Training, and I'm a Nike Golf Performance Specialist. And I'm here today to give you 3 top tips for how to warm yourself up for the game of golf. You know, our bodies move in 3 directions. They move in forward and backward, they move in side to side, and they move in twisting directions. And the game of golf is very much a twisting game, no doubt. But oftentimes the people that we see in our clinic for back pain or who are trying to work on improving their golf game have some common faults about their swing that are affecting them. And so I want to help you warm these up, but I want to make sure you understand what body parts are key. We're talking about the thoracic spine or the rib cage. We're talking about the hips, and we're talking about the ankles. Those are what we call 3 big rocks, 3 really key places that we need to work on. So let's talk about this rib cage first. I'm going to do a golf swing, and obviously I need to rotate. I need to make sure I'm getting enough of my rotation from the upper back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that club around, and I'm going to pull with my right hand and hold it back here and get my body into this twisting direction while I hold my feet still. And as I do that, I'm going to rock my arms up and down to combine that forward and backward motion. I'm going to do some tipping side to side to work on that upper body, and then I'm finally going to twist. And I would do each of those about 5 times, keeping my head over the ball, and notice I haven't drifted myself. You would repeat the same thing on the opposite side. Now understand that the follow-through, there is normally what we would call a release into that front foot. We're not going to warm up that way though. When we warm up, we want to warm up that rib cage, holding that leg firm, so that I'm really able to finish and make sure that my trunk has been warmed up. So we're going to move forward, backward, side to side, and then twist. Really maybe one of the biggest keys that we see in younger golfers who have a lot of shoulder mobility and older golfers who have just gotten stiff is they lack hip rotation. And so if you watch the golfer, we should really see on the takeaway a creasing in that hip. But oftentimes you see the club go away with the hands and the arms with no hip. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this club back into the takeaway position. I'm going to hold the inner border of my foot firm, and I'm going to walk my foot around, and notice my pelvis is turning over that leg, and I'm really working on creating a big crease in that hip, and I'm going to hold that there. Now while I'm there, holding the inside of my foot, not releasing to the outside, I'm going to press that hip side to side. I'm going to slide it back and forth, and then I'm going to do a few extra turns here, and I've warmed up that hip into rotation. Of course, you're going to do the same exact thing to the lead leg for the follow-through. The last of the big rocks that we talk about is the foot ankle. Foot ankle is really key, especially if you look at this takeaway. If on my takeaway my foot can't stay on the ground well, that's a cause for all sorts of swing faults. So we've got to make sure the ankle's warmed up and mobile. A very simple thing to do is to get yourself into that takeaway position. Hold the inside border again of your foot down. In this position, I'm going to work on all 3 motions. I'm going to do some forward and backward motion with my opposite foot, warming up that ankle about 5 times. I'm going to go side to side, and notice as I do that, I'm holding that club in that takeaway position, and then finally I'm going to rotate. But notice that when I rotate, I don't fail into the outside of that foot. I just stay on the inside border and warm that ankle up. Of course, you're going to do the same thing to the opposite ankle. So that's 3 tips you can do to warm up your body for the game of golf, trying to improve your performance and also prevent those injuries and sorenesses. We want no excuses for a bad game there. My name is Mike Naprella with Peak Performance Physical Therapy and Sports Training, and those are your 3 top tips for golf. If you're in the Rochester, New York area and you need help with your golf game, or you're having pain with golf, give us a call at 585-218-0240. You can also check us out on the web at www.peakptrochester.com. Time to go play.